Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be guiding you through task 3 of the SBA. Remember, you need to complete task 1 and 2 before you can move on to task 3. If it is that you have not yet completed task 1 and 2, please check out the video in the description below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you won't miss any other updates. With that said, let's begin task 3. So task 3, first thing we're required to do is to copy the client purchases data to a new worksheet and rename it to process client purchases. So here we have the client purchases data. So I'm going to have to add another sheet by pressing the plus sign right here. And I'm supposed to call this sheet processed client purchases. I'm going to go back to the client purchases data and I'm going to copy all the information that is there. So I highlight, I right click, and I select copy. I go back to the process client purchases and I paste the information there. If it is that you're seeing these hashtags, it simply means that we need some more space between the columns. So let me go ahead and add some more space. Yes, and there we have that. So number 1 is now completed. So let me just highlight it, change it to a different color to show that we would have completed that section already. Alright, so moving right along to number 2, it says that we're supposed to insert the following column headings to the right of subtotal. So we're going to have a column heading for discount percent, one for discount, one for discounted price, one for shipping fee, and another for final price. And these are supposed to be to the right of subtotal. So here we have subtotal. So to the right, we're going to type the heading discount percent. Discount percent. And put a little space between it right here. After which we're going to have discount. Then we're going to have discounted price. And let me just add some space between these columns as I go along. Then we're going to have shipping fee. And then the final one will be final price. All right. So again, we're through with number 2. So we're just going to change the color once more. So moving on to number 3, it says that we're supposed to use an appropriate function to insert the discount percent for each client purchase. The discount percent is based on the client type as is seen in the discount spreadsheet. So here we are required to use a function to insert the discount percentage. So let me just underline this. And also this is very important. So it says that the discount percent is based on the client type as is seen in the discount spreadsheet. So let's take a look at the discount spreadsheet. So the very first thing that we would have done for task 1, that's what they are referring to. So in this discount sheet, it says that local clients are supposed to receive a discount of 10%, while international clients, they are supposed to receive a discount of 5%. So let's now write a function. Let's now write a function that we can use to perform such calculation for us. So yes, we will have to use the if function. So in cell J3, we're going to type equal if, open bracket, C3, and what is in C3? Client type. So we're saying equal if client type right here is equal to, open quotation, local client, which is equal to local clients, close quotation, comma, then we will want to see 10%. So local clients supposed to get 10%, close quotation, comma. But if it is that it's an international client, then we want to see 5%. Close quotation, close bracket. So let me just repeat the function once more. So equal if C3, so what is in C3, is equal to local client, and local client should be in open and close quotation marks, followed by a comma. So if it is a local client, we want 10% to appear. But if it is an international client, then we want 5% to appear. And the value if true and the value if false should be in open and close quotation as well, followed by your bracket. And then we can go ahead and enter. So there we have it, a local client, 10%. We do not have to go ahead and type this function for all 20 clients. All we need to do is to use the autofill. So we click in the cell and we make it active. We come to the bottom right corner and we carry it all the way down to the final client. And there we have it. And just like that, number 3 is completed as well. So moving right along to number 4, it says that use a formula to calculate the discount amount given based on the discount percentage. So use a formula to calculate the discount amount given based on the discount percentage. So for my first client, which is Maxi, for my first client, it is Maxi. So they have a subtotal of $125,000, but they are a local client, and as such, they were given a 10% discount. So now I need to calculate the discount amount based on that discount percentage. So I will have to do my subtotal multiplied by the discount percent. So in that case, I will type the formula equal I3 asterisk J3. So equal I3 asterisk J3. And I enter. So right then and there, this customer will have received $12,500 as discount. So that's 10% of the $125,000. And again, we do not need to type the function for all 20 clients. But let me just go ahead and do another one so that persons who would not have gotten the first one can get it this time. So my second client, Lapeti, equal, so the subtotal amount which is found in I4 4 in this case. So equal I4 asterisk J4, and you enter. And there we have it, $40,000. So now we can just go ahead and use our autofill and complete the others. And there we have it. So number 4 is completed as well. So let's now move on to number 5. And it says that use a formula to calculate the discounted price given to each client. So use a formula to calculate the discounted price given to each client. So now we need to find the discounted price. So this is basically asking how much is it that customers are going to pay after they would have received the discount. And we're to write a formula to perform this calculation for us. So in this case, we'd have to use the subtotal amount. So subtotal, which is in I3, and we're going to minus the discount amount, which is in K3. That's how we're going to get the discounted price. So right then and there, we'll have to type the formula equal I3 minus K3. And we enter. So $125,000 was the subtotal, but because they would have received 10% discount, and that 10% discount would have amounted to $12,500. So when we subtract the discount from the subtotal, we end up with $112,500. So let me do another one, and then I'm going to use the autofill. So again, equal subtotal. Subtotal is right here. So equal I4 minus the discount amount, which is in K4, and we get $360,000. So let me now go ahead and use the autofill to complete the others. And there we have it. So now we're through with number 5. So moving on to number 6, almost finished. So number 6 is saying that we're supposed to use an appropriate function to calculate the shipping fee. So if the client type is international customer, then the shipping fee will be $75,000. Else, the shipping fee will be $30,000. So let's break this down. If it's an international customer, then their shipping fee is $75,000. But if it's a local customer, their shipping fee is $30,000. So 75 for international, 30 for local. Alright, so let's use a function. Let's write a function now to perform this calculation. So we have to use the if function to help us with making that decision. So let's go. Equal if, open bracket. So if client type, and where do we find client type? We find it in the column C right here. So if this client type, which is in C3, so equal if, open bracket, C3 equals to, open quotation, local client, if it's equal local client, then they're supposed to pay $30,000. Open quotation, close quotation, comma. But if it is an international client, we want them to pay $75,000. So open quotation, type in the $75,000, close quotation, close bracket. So let me just repeat this function. Equal if C3, so if client type is equal to local client. Local client is in open and close quotation marks, followed by a comma, open quotation. So if it's a local client, we want $30,000 to appear. And $30,000, that's the value if true. It should be in open and close quotation, followed by a comma, then the value if false. And the value if false is $75,000, and this too is in open and close quotation marks, followed by our close bracket. And then we can go ahead and enter. If it is that you had international client for your first one, if it is that your first answer or your first client was international, then you would have to go ahead and flip this function. So you would have to go ahead and type equal if C3 equal international client, then you want to see $75,000, otherwise $30,000. And then you can go ahead and use your fill handle to complete the others for you. And there we have it. So all my international clients would have received $75,000 as their shipping fee, and all my local clients would have received the $30,000 for their shipping fee. So we're finished with number 6. So now we're moving on to the final one under task 3. So it says that use an appropriate function to calculate the final price using the discount price and the shipping fee. So now we want to know how much the customer is going to pay now. And we're supposed to only use the discount price and the shipping fee. And it says a function. So only going to use the discount price right here and the shipping fee. So let's go ahead and enter equal sum, open bracket, discount price is in L3, colon, M3, close brackets and enter. Let me do another one, equal sum, open bracket, discount price, which is in L4, colon, M4, close bracket, enter. And then you go ahead now and you use your autofill to complete the others. So remember, whenever you see the number sign or the hashtag sign, it simply means that you need some more space. So all you need to do is to just adjust the column. And there you have it. And that's it for task 3 of the SBA. So that's it for task 3 of the SBA. I hope this video was helpful, so please let me know in the comment section below. If it is that you have any question, you can also leave them there. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.